Darkness, silence, cold. The ocean floor, miles beneath the surface, lay undisturbed for millennia, a graveyard of forgotten shipwrecks and the bones of ancient leviathans. But something else slept here, something colossal, something older than time. The creature, if it could be called that, lay dormant, a serpentine behemoth, its segmented body stretched for miles, dwarfing even Mount Everest in length. 5 iridescent antennae, like shimmering whips, protruded from its head, twitching occasionally in its sleep. Its jaws, massive and powerful, could crush a submarine with ease, lined with razor-sharp teeth. This was the Bobbit Worm, a terror from the dawn of time. It had slumbered here since 12 BC, its massive form entombed in the sediment, feeding on geothermal energy and the faintest tremors of the earth. Its sleep was a silent reign of terror, a constant threat hidden beneath the waves. For centuries, sailors had whispered tales of a monstrous sea serpent, a kraken of unimaginable size, but these were dismissed as mere legends, until now. The year is 2024. Humanity, ever hungry for resources, has turned its attention to the deepest parts of the ocean. Mining operations, searching for rare earth minerals, have begun to scar the seabed. One such operation, off the coast of Japan, was about to make a discovery that would change the world forever. The sonar operator, a young man named Kenji, stared at his screen in disbelief. There in the murky depths lay something massive, something impossible. It was too large to be a whale, too symmetrical to be a rock formation. He increased the sonar intensity and the image became clearer. A cold shiver ran down his spine. It was a creature, a serpentine form of unimaginable size. He immediately reported his findings to the surface. The news spread like wildfire through the mining vessel. Excitement and fear gripped the crew in equal measure. They were about to make history, but at what cost? A team of scientists was dispatched to the site, eager to study this incredible find. They believed they had stumbled upon a new species of colossal squid, a creature of myth and legend. They were wrong. The research submersible, a state-of-the-art vessel designed to withstand the crushing pressure of the deep ocean, descended slowly towards the anomaly. The crew inside, a team of seasoned marine biologists, watched the sonar readings with bated breath. As they drew closer, the sheer scale of the creature became apparent. It was truly monstrous, its body stretching as far as the eye could see. "My God!" whispered Dr. Emily Carter, the lead scientist, her voice trembling. It's beyond anything we could have imagined." She knew with a chilling certainty that they were not looking at a squid. This was something far older, far more terrifying. The creature stirred, its massive body shifting slightly in the sediment. A tremor ran through the submersible. They had disturbed a sleeping giant. Section 4. The Dragon Awakens. The Bobbit Worm, awakened after millennia of slumber, uncoiled its massive form. Its iridescent antennae, now glowing with an eerie light, scanned the murky depths. It was hungry, ravenous after its long sleep. The submersible, a mere speck in comparison, was instantly recognized as food. With lightning-fast reflexes, the worm struck. Its massive jaws, lined with razor-sharp teeth, snapped shut just inches from the submersible. The crew screamed in terror as the lights flickered and died. The last thing they saw before the crushing pressure of the worm's jaws engulfed them was its eye, a cold, black, unblinking orb that stared into their souls. Section 5. Futile efforts. News of the disaster reached the surface. Panic ensued. The world watched in horror as footage of the worm's attack, captured by the submersible's cameras in its final moments, was broadcast on every news channel. Governments scrambled to respond, but what could they do against a creature of this magnitude? Navies were deployed, armed with depth charges and torpedoes, but the worm, protected by its thick hide and the crushing pressure of the deep ocean, shrugged off their attacks like mere annoyances. It continued its rampage, devouring everything in its path. Oil rigs were toppled, ships were dragged beneath the waves, and coastal cities were threatened by monstrous tsunamis generated by the creature's movements. Section 6 Global Terror. The world watched in horror as the ancient terror wreaked havoc across the globe. The Bobbit Worm, once a creature of myth and legend, had become a horrifying reality. Coastal cities were evacuated, but the creature's hunger seemed insatiable. It moved from one target to the next, leaving a trail of devastation in its wake. The world held its breath, hoping against hope for a miracle, but there was no stopping the ancient horror. The Bobbit Worm, awakened from its slumber, had claimed the world as its own. The reign of man was over. The era of the Bobbit Worm had begun.